And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. What we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet them down, run the football down the defense's throat.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Back to throw, it's Jennings. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Give the guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that. Dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. They have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them throws toward the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. I'm sure you guys saw what a get. Recruiting four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
42 Spiders. 4-2 Spiders.
Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Caught near the sticks. It's Howard. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Coleman. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Second down coming up. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Coleman. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Unloads quickly. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all
it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 72 yards, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Bussey. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Finds his man. It's Cook. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. From the gun, the ground game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
325.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Finds finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Got it in the middle, it's Howard. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. Start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gun of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Right on target this time. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. That's caught, it's Cook. At the 45, on its way. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Texas A&M going quickly. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! Extra point here will tie the game.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cade. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Daniels. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Jones. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Under fire. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Tight end now in motion. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Pick! Oh, what a play by this defense. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Wide open downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They're up by 11 over Washington. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Holder finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Auburn lines up quickly. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Flips it out on the screen. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time to take a shot. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive. You want to keep testing the second.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start in the third quarter with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
The option look. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. This drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Reed. Caught over the middle. It's Bussey. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now first and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Back to pass. This time it's complete. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
Leaves it with the back. Finds some fresh air. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Dropping back, it's Reed. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Little touch pass to the receiver. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The offense changing the play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Makes the grab. It's Carter. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on them.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quarterback on the keeper. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been wild.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's caught. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Rides the back and leaves it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Daniels. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Auburn sends out the punting unit.
Number 39 on to kick it away.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A strike downfield. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. Downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. Using his legs to buy some time. There he goes. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Leaves it with the running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Takes a hit as he fires. With the catch, it's Odom. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. The give to the tailback.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Got his man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Now from inside the red zone. Setting up the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. And off to Jones. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Daniels. Slings it. Give him 6. Touchdown, Auburn! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 32 over Washington. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads it left. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Lets it go. Got his man to the left. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few 1st downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the 1st down.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. They just keep firing. Quarterback now breaking the field. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Punt is in the air. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Daniels. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can... 8 straight wins.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
21.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Daniels. Just a short pass to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. They'll get him down at the 38 after the 15-yard gain. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Off-play action on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Spins away from the defense. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation